Hello guys, welcome to our YouTube channel. My name is Raj Malakar. I'm representing Golden Films India. So today we have came up with a new video. We will cover the real estate part. To begin with the real estate, we need to know the definition of real estate. Real estate is when we can value a particular asset before or after construction or developing the asset. You can say it can be land or residential or commercial property, right? Then we can call it a real estate. Now, to utilize so I can say when we are utilizing a particular asset, right, into different real estate format to gain the value of that asset for a long decade or for a decade, you can say, then we can call that format a traditional real estate, where every asset does have some increasing and decreasing value, and that too depends on the economical market trend. Traditional real estate are exist in worldwide and in various formats to maximum utilization of the asset and to sustain the value for a long time. In the current economical scenario, we are going to discuss about those traditional real estate formats which are being used worldwide basis, as in number one, that is land and plot development. So land is treated as estate in real estate term, where a plot or a particular area is demarked into a single plot or a number of plot. Why? To get the actual value from it, right? So after getting the actual value of it, we need to sustain the value for a decade. So that is why we are calling land as an estate, right? Now next move on, as we can say that land is always having an appreciation value rather than it has a decreasing or depreciation value. We all know that land is a limited resource or a limited place on earth, so that we can easily say that, say for example, we are looking at a house or a building in a specific place. After one decade it could be uh, a normal office building, you can say, or after 1 or 2 decades it could be a multi-storied building. Why? Because the surface of the land is immovable. We cannot move a land in one place to another, but we can change the land or the like the structure as per the requirement. Moving on to the next point, which is residential housing. Before starting on to this residential housing, let me give you a short information as like what is a residential housing? What does it mean? So residential housing is a property where people resides, or you can say people use for residence or people use for business. You can say sometimes it's like resident land. But remember that should be as per Vastu, according to or in terms with the property law. A residential property can be developed into many ways. It can be developed as multi-storied building. It can be developed as house, flats, like you can say this bungalows, duplex, cooperative societies, etc. Now, point number three, that is commercial housing. What is commercial housing? When a specific plot or a land is being developed and constructed only for business purpose. Now we can say where all the assets or all the earnings, you can say, we should not be saying as assets, where all the earnings would be treated as capital appreciations and all the losses will be treated or would be treated as depreciation on business assets or property values. Now these commercial housings can be segregated into four classes: A, B, C and D, starting from a small shop to a shopping complex. These are all the tangible and very lively examples of these commercial housings. Moving on to our fourth point, which is cooperative housing. Cooperative housing is a very well decorated in terms of real estate format, where a particular land is being allocated into different units with different individual owners. In terms of accounting, it has both the capital appreciation and depreciation value. Cooperative housing is very cost effective and it has optimum utilization of the land that has been given to the owners for personal or for, you can say, for personal or residential, or it is for commercial use, right? So cooperative housing, through that, a premium land can also be distributed into units, right? And it can be given to individual person or an entity by using this cooperative housing method. Cooperative housing is a very lucrative real estate development in urban areas. Point number 5, colony development. Colony development is a smart real estate format or real estate development in all the developing nations across the world. So it is being done through high-end real estate officials with a huge investment corpus. It is being organized by either the government officials or by the high-end companies to migrate non-developing housing zones to a developed housing zone. So it can be used in future for residential and commercial purpose as per the demand. Now moving on to our sixth point, which is mass residential and commercial housing development. So it is a new generation real estate format in the world where a community has been built up with all public requirements such as residential complex, shopping mall, you can say education center, market, healthcare, etc. In one word, we can say all amenities are allocated in one single big project. But to remember, it needs a huge investment in it and a large number of people also involved in this process. Now, these are the traditional real estate format in the whole world in which a property can be created to live in or to work in. Any kind of property, like it is a normal or high valued or a premium property, it can be or they are the developed outcome, you can say, as per the demand and need from the market, right? So as per the regulatory authorities, or you can say that as per the regulatory norms and infrastructure, we have some regulation committees who actually regulates the development, the real estate development in India. So the first one is RERA, that is Real Estate Regulatory Authority, that comes under the Ministry of Home and Urban Affairs. It actually looks after the whole real estate. Next is REIT, that is the Real Estate Investment Trust. It operates to look after the commercial real estate segment. Next is the InvIT, which is the Infrastructure on Investment Trust. So that basically looks after or monitor the infrastructure real estate development in a large scale. Last but not the least, that is CREDAI, that is the Confederation Real Estate Developers Association of India. It is an apex and autonomous body which actually looks after the private developers and builders in India. So I hope that you have enjoyed our video, the volume 1 in real estate. We will be back with more detailed information in our volume 2. Till that time, stay tuned, be at home, stay happy.